Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm WolfsbaneGaming, and we are back with another video on Starfield. It's part 24. If you have not seen verse 23, there will be a link in the right corner of this video to the playlist. And if you like this kind of content and you find yourself returning on a regular basis, do hit that like button, turn the notification on, join WolfbaneGame by hitting that subscribe. And now let's jump in where we left off.
Okay.
These orders. A Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor. Accessing the We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the... And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know. Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic planets. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House... Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Varun to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot. I couldn't agree more. However, both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence, though that doesn't mean we can't get creative. But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're Who do you want to start with? The good Ambassador Ratcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours
It sounds as though I will enjoy this.
Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her. Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her. And who knows? Maybe that'll work. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other. Never underestimate the universe's ability to surprise. UC Intelligence has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you can use to your advantage. But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell. So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without... Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with it. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. All right. And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to... Ambassador Balmore's a challenge. When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmore stayed here. He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
The Zealots do not represent House Varun. I am sure there are many within their society who value the same things we do.
Of course. But there is... We're not 100% sure Balmore's actually... His public appearances were always rare. But it's been several years now since he last poked. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the... Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly. I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option. Here, this device should get you all the way and fair warning. Now, if you have additional... I'd suggest you be smart out there, Cap.
I have things I wish to discuss with you when you have time. I have been thinking about us as a couple? I am not sure of the terminology. Our relationship, let us say. I would expect nothing less. You and I, we come from such different backgrounds. I cannot really know all that you have been through, and you... The foundational belief of my life, the one you do not share. Do you not? We do love each other. And this does not work if I am not honest, if I will not speak plainly what is on. As much as I love you, and I do, I cannot help but wonder what the future holds for us, given all that I know to be true. No, that is not my concern. When the Great Serpent returns, I know I will be by his side as one of the promised. You are not like me. You are not House Baroon. I have tried to not worry myself over it, but I cannot stop thinking about it. What future can we have if... I pray regularly that that is the case, but I cannot believe it will come to pass. I have never expected you to share my beliefs. You cannot possibly. And I do want to be with you, but there are moments I find myself grieving for you already, knowing that you will be lost. How can I possibly move? Never one to pass up a chance at a joke, are you?
Nope.
I just hate to think of anything coming between us, whether now or in the future. But you are right. I need to focus on what is in front of me now. Not something I have no control over. Thank you for talking me through this. It only serves to remind me how much you mean to me. How deeply I care about you. Really? You continue to surprise and amaze me. Of course, yes. Yes, I want that too. My culture deals with this. I need some time to, but do not mistake that for hesitation.
Okay. Oh, balls.
Hey, Captain. Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like he's got more work.
Sergeant.
Ah, crime has slowed down since you started helping out, which is good for you. I do. Thanks to you, the spaceport is up and running again, which is good for commerce. We've received a tip that someone has been bringing in contraband into New Atlantis through the space. Great. First, speak to. Ask them if they've known. Once you've gotten a lead, cross-reference their testimony with shipwreck. When you're done, report back to me with your. See you later.
Time for us to find some smugglers.
Your cooperation with WolfsbaneGame laws, regulations, and emergency mandates is appreciated. Please have any violations of the law may be met with security in New Atlantis begins with you. Your safety, security protocols engaged. Please do not. It's always a bright day. All unit behaviors are dictated by all inquiries and computer safety is important to UC security.
I asked my boss what they're doing to stop new alien attacks on the city. He said top minds were on it. Sure hope they know what to do. Just one quiet, yeah? Be careful if you run into those eclipses. Another day. You're out there a lot, right? The scan is perfectly safe. Taking a look at your file. Bounty hunter. Alright, hey, no funny stuff with the kill for a cup of coffee right about. Evening, Mom. You're on the Vanguard, right? Hey, that's a call someone's power kept going out. Know what it was? Always good to see another man. You didn't hear this from me, but those ecliptic mercenaries.
Technician.
Yeah? Can't say I have. When you work a job like this, you see so many ships. They all sort of blend together. Nope. I just keep my head down. Speaking of which, I better...
Something I can do for you? It's about time. I've been telling my supervisor about that cargo ship for ages. I'm beginning to think he was ignoring me. That's the problem. I don't really look at the ship names when I work, just the ID number granted for clearance. I think it was UC576B. I do know it's a cargo class transport, if that helps. Right, back to it.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Okay.
Let's do this. Once and for all, let's do this.
Yes?
Bye.
You need something?
pure, just how I like it. Good to see you again. Quite the lab, huh? The UC spares no expense. Yeah, it's nice being in a lab again, and the facilities here at Master. The only thing I don't have is my research slate. Oh, great. I'll give you the coordinates to the... Just be careful. Another time, then.
Hey, be careful not to point that thing at me.
We're on the cutting edge of technology here. It's an exciting place to be. I'll coordinate putting the data to good use with the cabinet. We'll be ready to move as soon as you've got it. Excuse me. Yes? What?
The Secure. I hope you're not here to report something. That I do, Captain. Sergeant Yumi said you'd be coming. You've got good timing, too. I actually have a friend on a classified star station who sent me this list of potential. Here you are. Given I owe you for the last job, I hope it serves some you. Keep your eyes open.
UC 576B. Captain Malaway Nidai. Okay, got it. Bye, boy.
One day, I'm gonna leave. I'm so excited to see Tony after work. Tony and I want to see what else is out there. I love my job, but there has to be more to life than just being a janitor in New Atlanta. What about you? Have you gone on any adventure? Whoa. I have no idea what that means, but I'll keep my eyes peeled for any artifacts. Tony and I want to... What about you? What? You killed him? Don't get me wrong, that's cool. Tony and I want to see... What about you? That's amazing. One day you'll have to tell me and Tony all about... Sometimes I wonder if me and my boyfriend spend too much money on Terra Brew. But somebody's got to drink. Well, that depends. Are you a foodie? I guess... But there is a place called The Well that might be more... Don't be a stranger.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
How's the investigation going? Is that right? Of course. I'll be here. Found those smugglers yet? Is that right? Ah, that's Captain Dayu's ship. Are you sure about that? That's fine. Found those smugglers yet? Is that right? Captain Njai's ship. I think you might have hit the mark here. You had reports of their crew being less than professional on several occasions. Still, being a little rough around the edges isn't exactly a crime. Then the next step is searching their cargo for any smuggled contraband. And, as luck would have it, I believe the Anansi has already arrived. I'll make the call to have the ship detained until... Your job is to board the ship, locate any illicit goods, and if any of the crew puts up a fight, I trust you.
Sir, yes, sir. I hope they prepare to fight. Anazi, your ship is being detained. Do not put up a fight. If you do, you will fall to my guns. But to be fair, I don't really want to kill anyone. But don't make me shoot.
You with UC Security? My suggestion? You turn around and protect. You're barking up the wrong tree. Just get off the ship and tell your boss this ship's clean.
Looking for some... What now? Well, it looks like you got me, officer. I guess this means my potato shipping days are numbered. But maybe you'd be willing to give a... I don't suppose you're interested... You do have a point. The penalty for smuggling contraband may be steepened. And how bad can the prisons be anyway? Compared to Aquila City, fine, take it.
This isn't over. Get out of my face, pig.
You need to pay attention more.
How's the investigation going? Good work. Did you find it? Very well done, Captain. Time and time again you come through for it. Initially, I felt bad for having someone of your rank doing security, but frankly, you're worse the guilt. In any case, I'll have a team move the ship off the landing pad and do a full sweep. Make sure there's no other... Oh, and before I forget, your payment. It's well deserved. their business with the terror. The whole department is in the process of recovering, myself included. If I'm being honest, I still have nightmares of my team turning on one another. Things can be replaced and wounds can be healed, but building back that trust in each other is going to take time. Luckily, we've built a good culture here, and we hired some new recruits who were inspired by what you did. I like the initiative, Captain, but I've got no work for you at the moment. But check back in later. See you
As
later,
you wish,
Captain.
Sergeant.
It's always a bright day here in New Atlantis. Stay safe.
Commercial district. Let's go.
Buddy and Sis Steph was telling me all about it. Pretty amazing stuff. You have a nice day now. That your ship that landed not too long? Hey there. If my ship goes long again, my girl is gonna kill me. Ranger? People joke. Say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you, it ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Hell if I know. But I know your type. What? Keep it moving. Hello? You know I went to chef school? I used to be an actuary. Having a good one? Something to report? Kill for a cup of cool space soup. I think I got them. Hey there. Seems like the Crimson Fleet is in. Not sure if those Faroons been up there, huh? Ever run into spacers? Hey, no funny stuff with that. You're out there a lot, right? Just one quiet day. That too much to ask for?
It's a buyer's market right now. Good time to make... Welcome to Aphelion Realty. What brings you in today? Stop by anytime.
I am a UC Vanguard. That is all you need to know. I am not just a 3-star ranger, but I am also a United Colonies Vanguard or captain.
I suspect that was very much intentional.
You're good. Proceed inside. You're entering Free Star Sovereign territory, so show some respect in there. You can go on through.
You don't know that I'm a 3-star ranger? Can't blame you, mate. People have kept it on a real download for my safety. For my
I wonder how many times one side or the other has threatened to close this embassy down over the years.
Interesting. It's gonna be an A. There's definitely a manual somewhere in this building.
only allowed in the lobby, offices, or...
I wonder how many times one side or the other has threatened to close this embassy down over the years.
Probably hundreds of times, to be honest.
Guests can make themselves comfortable in the lobby.
Terramorphs? As in more than one? All that security and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were... You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants terramorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy. In order to protect... I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Excuse me. A less level-headed person might think that was a threat.
We are merely stating the obvious. If you are threatened by that, perhaps you should do something about it. Like help.
And just give the UC free run of the archives? I may as well resign right now. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, you're really gonna push this? I'm listening. It's a job I take. Please don't talk. I never was the sort to turn my... I suppose you might be right. Easy to lose sight of the big... Well, Captain, you make some good points. But if I'm granting you access, I'm gonna need the following concessions. Your access will be limited. You can only take out the items related to stopping these terramorphs. The monitors will make sure of it. You go in once. You get everything you need on your trip, and never again. And all research done with the data will be monitored. If this data is being used to save the galaxy needs to be involved in the oversight. Freestar scientists will watch your people like hawks. So, do we have an agreement? Excellent. Follow me. Don't make me regret this, Captain. They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. code generator's just this way.
Thank you. I'm out of it.
I trust you understand the risk in taking that.
Taking what? Don't know what I'm talking about. Get out my fucking way!
Exactly. It's like
When someone insults you,
I may not always have the perfect advice for people, but I try to just be here for. Were you seeking worldly wisdom? Are you sure about that? I think I could be wrong, of course. Wouldn't be the first time, but you might give something of our writings a read. See what you think. I'd recommend starting with Among the Grab Jumps. I'm sure, and if you'd like, we could have a little chat afterwards. Understandable. The things I've forgotten over time. Well, you could feel. As I said, I'm sure there's a copy. If you do read it. I hope you have the chance to read more about our beliefs. Well, we're new, but we're game. Keeper by type. I'm very grateful. The sanctum will always be. There's so many mysteries in the universe. So many knowns that I try to help out others whenever I get the chance.
One simple jump. I try and take a few trips each year now. No real destination.
Keeper.
Is there anything I can help with? Oh, wonderful. Well, you wouldn't be the first. You certainly... Well, yes, that certainly is a point of disagreement. If you've read my work, then you know I believe it's... But even if all I've managed to do, thank you for...
Yeah, you can fuck off, mate. I don't believe in your stupid cult. Right, now that that's dealt with. House Baroon. Hello, embassy.
It is so strange that now, for all reasons, is my first time inside this place.
I'm gonna guess it's that followed by that, and then it's Okay, that works. Then that.
Winner takes all is the phrase, is it not?
Now we go up.
What seems punishment becomes providence. My apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss.
Error. Biometric key required.
Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Eh? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge, and then, as the rest of the city suffered quite... Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's Grace that... and your friend here.
You need not maintain the facade, Kasric. She knows who I am. Who I actually am.
Quite the breach in protocol, Andreja. Something I look forward to discussing further. Once we've established why it is you two have come waltzing through my door uninvited. Now, the broadcast earlier spoke of terramorphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading? An archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On terramorphs, presumably, hmm? The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. using its data to prevent. But if I am to grant you access, for years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with little. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Now, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
You have my word as well, and you know that you can trust me.
Well then, please. Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
Thank you.
Will we all be so lucky next time the archive... It is, perhaps... She has her own calling, as I have mine, but... I assume that she, like most of our observers, was instructed to keep... I would not even know of her myself were it not for the urgent need to pass on communication, so you... She must trust you a great deal to have told you. I suggest you keep it to yourself.
It is done.
Here on Vanguard business? Yes?
Captain, you're back. Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? You saved him. You Vanguard really do take that above and beyond thing seriously, don't you? Fine work. And now,
I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right? Just follow the monitor's instructions and you should be fine.
I guess I'll do the best I can.
Captain, can I help you?
Captain, Admiral Logan informed me of your part. Me? 6, 7 years now? Was a recon squad commander in a former life. So it wasn't too big a jump bossing around foreign pilots instead. But Vanguard's been a quality assignment. Meet new people, judge them on a series of diverse criteria, get them out there helping people who need it.
This is a shared Freestar UC territory, so act accordingly.
No chit-chat on duty.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin. Unlocking station. You may proceed, Captain.
Find out the hard way if this water is unsafe.
Yes? Need something?
Nope, I did not need anything. Not from you.
There you are. Captain, Deputy told me what went down. Impressive work.
Captain, if you'd be willing to transfer the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing what comes next.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready.
you're carrying the most comprehensive... Certainly doesn't mean it's going to be easy. Yes. It will be. Percival and I have done our damage. This... Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So, with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Yes, bye.
Hey.
What? Oh, sorry, just Vanguard sure got lucky snagging you. Right place, right time, am I right? Spaceport security would have detected terramorphs on someone's ship. Spaceport security would have right place, right time. Vanguard sure got... Spaceport security would have detected terramorphs on someone's ship. So, how the hell they get...
Deputy.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen? Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation.
We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property.
Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position.
Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the terramorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name.
So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms?
Thanks, but
I'm
no.
sorry to hear that, Captain. Unfortunately, this isn't negotiable. When you change your mind... So then, can I trust you not to...
I'll take it to my
Let's hope it
grave.
never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Bang. Not exactly what I want to do. Powder.
People joke. Say those Varun zealots worship a snake. But let me tell you. Clean a snake.
Are we at all surprised that the UC has such a massive space dedicated to secrets?
Authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
Very well, I will wait. You go on. Eager to help, if I can. I appreciate our little discussions, you know.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat. President Abeyo was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am? Perceptive. I like that. I'm Francois Sanon. But most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes. But the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here. A sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies. I want to help you, and my progeny Hadrian, prevent more attacks. Though I am curious, has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed in driving that out of her. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed the names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the... I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange... There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of... Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colony's more problematic lines of research. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder but I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, certainly try, but the man's been out there 20 years. He's likely gone feral by now. Easier for all if you simply blow up his ship and be... If that's what you require to sleep at night. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den. The head of the local Vanguard, one...
Thanks, dumb bitch.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
I always enjoy these moments. A shame that there is not more to discuss.
Going up.
Captain, did your meeting go? Captain, please, keep your voice down. The situation with the prisoner is a complex one. A holdover from a different era. But it's a situation we've been managing as discreetly and humanely as we can for some time now. And the most critical part of that management is making sure no one else learns of it. Short of jailing you? No, you're right. But in this moment, I think it would be a big mistake to tell her. Though I presume he didn't call you down there simply to discuss his... We're not big on extrajudicial killings. But bringing Orlays to justice? That man's been on the run for a long time. Catching him. What's being offered in return? Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting? Then I'll bid you good day, Captain, and remind you of the importance of discretion.
Seems to be where we left it.
Important or not, I'm ready to listen.
Well, shit.
Hey, what's going on?
I don't have any more lubricant. Fuck. Oh. Well, I definitely need lubricant. Ah, Andreja wants to talk now, does she? Well, she's gonna have to wait.
Before I say anything else, I wanted to thank you. When I first came here, I never expected that I would meet you or feel this way about you. That we would end up here together. I know that you told me you were not going anywhere, but I still worried, if only a little, that my asking for time to think would be a problem. There is no precedent for any of this. A romantic relationship not within the bounds of Barun culture, I mean. I wanted to attempt to honor that culture nonetheless. I know, and I love you for that. The point I am trying to get to is that I believe I have an idea. A way I can demonstrate my commitment to you.
Oh my god. Great, you figure out how to dress a DJ.
I was hoping that would be your response. This is between you and me, and no one else. You know who I am. I do not need to explain myself to you as I would to others. They might not understand, and I want to be able to focus on us. So, as soon as you are ready, I want us to travel together to the second planet in the Shosa system. There's something we need to do there.
Okay. Travel to Shosa 2. Once we're done with, we'll do this after we head to our house. Because we have a little thing we need to do at the house. So we'll take those. Okay. It's still full. But it's what it is. Nothing we can do about it now. We have liftoff. I wish there wasn't any limit on how many mannequins we can have in one place.
Stay in orbit or jump. Your call.
Olympus. Nezoi. Jumping into hyperspace. We're heading home.
I will never get tired of that.
Opening planet. Home.
Every world with living things is a treasure.
I wish we were able to actually build a house like this. That would be amazing. But we can't. We're stuck at building outposts rather than homes. If they actually gave us the base building that we had in Skyrim, oh, that would be brilliant. That would just be great. Okay, I do not need that then. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eight, 9. Look at that, the video developed, mate. Oh, we've got 1.2 mil. Fuck. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. make sure they're not 7. So we can do 2 more. Let's see. Three more, I mean. There we go. 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Booyah. Got room for 2 more, am I? Do I not have 2 more? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna have to create another one of them, aren't I? for anything else we can do robots. Let's go do all of this.
I rarely have the patience for that thing.
Well, we need to get better storage for our ship. But there's nowhere I'm at. Our ship needs to have better storage. But at the moment I can't extend up my ship's storage without needing to get new engines.
Looks peaceful from up here,
And
doesn't
so I
it?
think I might actually start building my own ship next time we're in a friendly system. Anyway, time for us to get married to Andreja.
Grav jump complete.
She wants to go to a covered crater? Strange.
Ah, a face I never... It is always a pleasure. Higher than normal gravity here. Take care not to overexert yourself. There is little I can offer to show you how much I care, how much you mean to me. Whatever House Varun deems proper could not work, because you are not House Varun. And whatever marriage traditions you might have would not be appropriate for me. And I love you for feeling that way. But I did think of something. This place, where we stand now, is the first place I was brought upon leaving my city, Dasra. The first time I had ever left my home planet. As you know, I was never allowed to know the way back home. That frightened me. But at the same time, I was suddenly aware of not just one planet, but a whole universe I had never seen. That is a feeling I had not experienced again until I met you. Well, in this instance, I am happy to feed your ego. I shall try not to make too much of a habit of it. But there is more. Buried here is something of great value to me. Something I wish you to have. It is best, I think, if you are the one to retrieve it. You hold in your hands the most treasured item I could give you. It is indeed something very special. Let me explain. In my culture, every child is entrusted with a pet groat. They are domesticated creatures native to my planet. Smelly, cantankerous, but their milk is a staple of our diet. We raise the groat. We care for it, we milk it. And when we come of age, we slaughter the groat and fashion its skull into a dagger. It is a lesson. Through this groat, we are shown the connection that we have to the Great Serpent. That all things serve the Serpent, and can be tools for his use, in more ways than one. I am glad that you can appreciate that. Every member of House Baroon has a dagger like this. We are instructed to keep them at our side at all times. The Great Serpent is always with us, as is the danger of those who defy and oppose him. But that constant connection to the Great Serpent is a liability to those of us sent out into the settled systems. So when we first leave our home, we hide it. I am proud. I have always been. But my mission dictated that my origins remain concealed. So for years, this dagger has remained buried here, hidden from the world. But now, I believe you should have it. With it, I hope you can understand that I trust you completely. That I know you will care for this the way, and that we are connected in a way that is now truly unique in the settled systems. I love you, and I am yours. Wholly and completely. I know, dearest, and I love you for it. Whew. Now, surely there is some other grand adventure that awaits us. We should go and meet it head on. I would move the stars for you. Do you want to hear me say that you make me deliriously happy? Because you... Then I shall be sure and tell you.
Wow. Okay. I was hoping I'd be able to equip it, but guess not. Guess not. I guess not.
Did something catch your eye? Or are you just checking?
And away we go. Docking. I repeat, docking with a star station known as the Den. I repeat, docking. Docking.
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
Time to board.
How may the Trade Authority... Was there something you need? By all means.
It's a little... If you're ever in New Atlantis, goodbye then.
You're the Vanguard, right? Hey, thanks for your service.
Only a matter of time before I get promoted. Well, yeah. Oh, right. You haven't seen me fly. That, pal, is a bit. I'd offer to let you fly along on my next mission, but, listen, I need a favor. Their reply must have gotten wrong. Just like that? I'm not gonna forget. Okay, just bring back... Okay, then.
Can't wait until I get to rotate out of here.
Look who's back. You got something quick? Kinda busy at the moment. Think you got some bad information. If there was a wanted man in our skies, he wouldn't still be out. Unless... Are you talking about the Warlock? There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it, and at least 2 never came back. Aetherius debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them. But if you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that got them, well, I can give you the coordinates of the warlock's. Sure thing. Here, this should get you good hunting.
I am, hands down, the best pilot in
This is gonna be fun. It's nice having a child on board the ship. Let's do this.
Nice. Clean sip there.
We're going in.
Endless boy, who is this you've brought me? More scrap for the field. Savor your last moments, moat. All systems. Shoot them down. Use their jets. I will be your end, moat. I will enjoy harvesting you for scrap.
Docking with the warlock ship.
I will not die in a cage.
We are boarding with the warlock.
Solid
Boarding.
docking job there. Nice work.
I lost everything because of the UC. They will get no more.
Docking complete, Captain.
Heading back to Alpha Centauri. Initiating jump drive. Jumping into hyperspace.
Grav drive spinning down. Systems green.
Starship Frontier, this is United Colony Security.
This isn't
Maintain
Frontier.
course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
I think I prefer the wild planets to this city. At least there, the predators are easier to spot.
Subsection 7.
Authorized personnel over. Friend has to stay here.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some new... I'm not surprised. The man fled every consequence he ever... Of course. You don't expect me to just take you at your word, do you? Excellent. Please.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome. Of course. We're protecting the galaxy, Captain.
Yeah, whatever you say, criminal. I want to get back to wearing that armor. That armor is my favorite so far. This one's not too bad, but...
Not that I smell bad, I just... Never mind.
Need some more? Hey, what can I do for you? Nothing for us to do. Sure, have at it.
I've still got this as one of my ships. Jesus.
expecting you. Head on in. You're cleared for entrance. There a problem with the lift? Keep your weapon holstered down there, all right? Straight fire could get us all in big trouble.
Excuse me. The UC says their days of xenological warfare are long gone. We're just ensuring it. Captain? Welcome
Major.
back. Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel? Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. UC's certainly got its fair share.
That makes two of us.
But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the terramorph data. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them. Well, 8. They went extinct a few decades back. A big lumbering thing called an Aceles. Something I'd love to learn more about, if we had the people to look into it. That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. Wait, Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser? That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Well, how? How exactly did you manage to find them? That's not funny. Seriously, how'd you find them? No. That's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive? Oh, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they?
Victus. Alive after all this time. His use to anyone is irrelevant. He should have been executed for his crimes, as they claim to have done in the first place.
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. You've got nothing to apologize for. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, you know what I feel right now? It's hope. I had no one when I was outside the UC. But that old world, where I was no one and my father mattered, that's gone. Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. You and I, we're getting to change what the UC stands. So I don't care if Victus is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are making this... refuse to let that man define my entire... Because there's nothing we can do about past choices. What we can do is try and make the right ones now. So, let's get back to the business at hand. Now, my father just handing over the information on the research team and Kaiser out of the but if he has something to gain from helping us prevent terramorph attacks, I'm not seeing it. So while you'll absolutely want to be cautious, what would you think? I think it's the right call. But if Kaiser has been out wandering on his own for all this time, you're gonna need a... I know it's here somewhere. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, that old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine? A battlefield. On Nira? Ugh, sheesh. No wonder no one's found him. That sector of Nira was destination #1 for xenoweapons. Add to that general environmental devastation and the kind of lawlessness that comes with any Freestar world, and that planet's got more than enough ways to make a visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any. Military Model A. Customized him myself for when the xenoweapons team needed to make field runs. Part combat bot, part lab facility. Getting him back from wherever he may be will make our outside work all. And I'll make sure we're ready to put him to use as soon as you've got him. Hello, love.
You're creepy as
What
fuck,
have you got
you
for me?
Androider.
I will be thinking about you.
And I of you. Goodbye, Androider, my love. Right. Time to take off.
Alright, let's see what's out there. Orbital pattern locked in.
Jumping into hyperspace. Hyperspace jump through the planet of Mars.
Jump complete.
We have arrived. Okay, fine. I surrender.
Target's shields are down. Direct hit to their grav drive. Enemy. They've lost grav jump capability. They've lost grav jump capability. Their grav drive is crippled. Enemies, they're not escaping. Their grav drive is crippled. They're not escaping. Enemy shield system has been damaged. Target shields are down. They're not jumping out of here. Target's grav drive. Enemy's grav drive has been disabled. Attack their grav drive. Enemies jump target shields are offline. The target shields are offline.
Nearer. Apparently I've been on Nearer before. Not that I remember it, but hey, I have.
Good to go for that.
Ugh.
If you need to harvest any organic material,
It is impossible to imagine what this looked like before the... What a waste. You think you can hide? is it that is said about one man's junk? There is so much stuff. It is difficult to recall how that goes.
Mad Unit 99. Don't care.
Take what you must. Leave the rest for the scavengers.
new? Then you're looking for Jam.
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and... Not here to make your fortune out in the fields, then, huh? Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least, that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren, his white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him. Well, so, sounds like you can wander around out there, hunt, but knowing this rock is part of what we do here. So if you want to find him a whole lot faster, going rate's a little steep. I mean, great for him, but that one, and honestly, would you be able to tell if a terramorph was attacking outside? Sorry. I'm listening. Hold on. Don't think I'm desperate or anything. Okay. Pleasure doing business. So, last anyone heard of him? One of my rough eyes open too. Oh, give Ahab a Kaiser, our best.
Seriously. If only I knew he was there at fucking time, you bitch. Stay down when I'm shooting you, bitch. And that is the end of this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button down the notification button, join Wolfgang by hitting my subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, WolfsbaneGaming, signing off.